Fuck. So bearings. It's one of those days, isn't it? It's like, hold a sec, I should download a video. It's been a very contentious topic this week because apparently it's bigger than it looks. I was hoping a leftoid would show up though. A little early. It's probably people will filter in from thinkers, which they always do. They start off at the time I do. So if it's short, it's short. I mean, probably for the best. Eric D. Books. Man. But yeah. But yes. So the topic of today is, as it said, if you're not familiar with the concept of the female custodians. Custodians are the bodyguards of the emperor. Now, for all of their lore, they are literally the emperors. They are all men. They are all men, basically. But the new codex changed. Allergies. So, in the new codex for the Adeptus Custodes, they are now said there's 2 female Adeptus Custodes. Now, I have called for a very long time what's going to happen to Warhammer with GW is pretty much what happened to Magic eventually. Basically, it's just going to take a movement, right? Slow, steady, I guess, march of progress, as one could say. I guess for people who aren't familiar, GW then said it's all lore. It's canon as well. Oh, God. Sakes. Eric, you're a retard. Yes, you are. Nope. Not paying attention to you. But, like, hard to see. Oh, and this gets better too because people were getting blocked on the GW marketing team as so yes, so twofold. This is very interesting. It's very in this whole thing. I should have the Twitter so people get the idea. I'll have to bring that up. These people are very pardon the thing, it's late. Cat is still missing, so Oh. So they're also blocking people. So it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, a lot of YouTubers are GW official, I guess. Let me see if this is it. So basically, when they were asked about it, so they were asked about this, and then they said, I guess this is the Warhammer official. I'm surprised he isn't blocked. Let's see. Not new AOS. I mean, they just came off the other. I mean, I don't want to pick on people, obviously, for it. Well, see, they're going to cancel a bunch of Sigmarines and then release a couple of new ones. I guess that's how that's going to work. They confirmed Emperor children are going to be getting their own codex as well. Yeah, because people were basically asking them. I'm trying to see if I could find this. So the idea is Adeptus Custodes, right? Let me see. I wonder. I mean, I'm pretty sure people are getting blocked because of it. And it's going to open the door for basically, yes. So they say there's two. There's two official females, I guess, in the member of the 10,000. I guess that's because I thought this is very tailored. And now they're saying that they always existed as well. Which doesn't make sense at all, right? Oh, here we go. Here we are, as I was looking for. Oop. And then you have I was looking for my own little take, because actually, let's see. So these people are really screwed up people. If you see this here. So on the pre-orders, right, say green or gold, this was 5 days ago. Why did you make female custodians? Since the first of the 10,000, where they've always been female custodians. Are we getting upgrades proof for custodians with ladies' heads? Put it on? Well, we'll just wait and see. Make sure you check back. Why did you nerf the custodies? Why female custodies? Think now. Why retcon them? In regards to female custodies, there have always been female custodies since the first 10,000 were created. This is how it started. A bunch of people. You can always tell, too, by the way, when they're going to do something. So Skaven are getting a new launch, so they're relaunching Clan Rats. See, are there more? I wonder. Let me see. Oh, no. Okay, no, these get worse. Okay. Oh, God. So this is a really, really big one. Okay, so people go, here's why. You have the Black Rock. I'm a female player. This person got blocked by them. Legio Custodes, Brotherhood of Demigods. Grums, right? So Grums has followed 40k for a while, has had armies. So basically, they come from the noble sons of Terra, and they're literally modified, starting with as babies. Let's see. Yep. So this is a guy, right? So he basically canceled his order. Yep. 76 are infantry and 31 are sisters. I have sisters of battle. Let's see. Thor. Oh, God. This dude. This dude. Oh, God. This is the guy who lights up renown. What's he doing in my section? God, go away. I know who he is. So this is like a guy, he's spent a lot. I mean, I get it. Like, he's buying. A lot of these people are like, here, Warhammer is for everyone. And, I mean, stock price also dipped. 30 years. Is this him? Bro. You're a fucker who argues with, Wow. You know, you ever wonder, I say, when playing 40k is expensive? It was like talking about a month, almost $400 a month. Jesus Christ. It's been a release. God, does he even... Do you even have pictures of your fucking army? I guess. So he has a knight. He's a titan. He has this. He's bought Old World. He's... Oh, I can't wait to share this with Renown tomorrow. Jesus Christ. That's old. Those... Yeah, imagine playing for what you do for plastic. But yes, this is a very small section of the internet. I will say, so this is your typical response. So you hate women. They're saying they always have been, right? So here, and this is, you know, This might be the rare W. Oh, so this is a rare W for the man. He does have standards. Are men because of the gene seed or a mystery made directly by the Emperor. There's no limiting. That's weird. H. Bomber guy actually stepped in. So, Brotherhood or demigods kind of thing. They just changed this. So, yes. This has been a shit show for like 4 days. And now they're basically saying we have to accept it because it was done by GW. We did it, boys. We got rid of it. Should. Now these people are whatever, right? They're like, we'll just 3D print. I mean, this is a test case for what? Female space marines, basically. You already got Sisters of Silence, which are basically in the Force. Someone did. I mean, to be fair, most people walk away like here. Nephilis got blocked. All these people got blocked. And they pretty much, as I said, there's a lot of different threads here. This is I mean, technically there's 3 codexes for this. I mean, they literally gaslit their fans. And then, of course, the usual suspects are praising this. So it's funny that GW is literally like sorry. Yep. It's weird how Vera Dark gets involved. It's definitely a very weird one. So I guess interesting memes. Since the first of the 10,000 were created, there's always female custodians. So where's it written? In the store pages. So, and this is the funny thing is, right? So you can accept dragons, elves, and talking trees, but you can't accept a 2021 BMW 5 Series 530i with optical heating Why are you so bigoted? 36 wine melt. Oh. Well, last year I had 37. There's Mark Ayers. Like, it begs the question, seriously, why progressives are happy about shoehorning themselves into let's see what the meme is here. What's wrong with the something? Sorry, muting a little bit. So, neat the thing. So, I guess there's a lot of memes about this. It's like, oh, something's wrong. Female custodes. Hey, Gamesworks, are there female custodes? Yeah, sure, honey. There's always female custodes. Mentioned across multiple, all across lords, codices, lore, etc. Your franchise is dead. I'm just saying, this has been a real thing. Literally, the person who controls this account gaslit the entire fan base. And I'm guessing. And it's probably the most blatant pandering ever. Let's see. So there's none. So this is a weird optic for them, apparently. Like, so the question is, why would you do this? I'm guessing. Yeah. I mean, apparently CG, the stock, right? So I'm guessing the stock stock price went down, by the way. It's like, so they allegations, they tried to hide it, basically. This has been a thing, like, uh, either, I mean, this is going to be interesting, though. The fallout from this, everyone's pretty much looking at here, BlackRock and Vanguard, so it's like, sure. Yeah, it's going to be sad, by the way, if, let's see, the companions were, so, yep. So they're saying that they're all sons, and I guess these people are all like, the players are now gaslighting them. Now, this has been the interesting take. I'm guessing. Let's see, is this another? Yep. I guess this is different. So a lot of people are basically like, yeah, this is like basically, yeah, the stock price dipped, right? So it was like minus what, 190, I guess, in a day. I mean, I don't know if GW really needs this issue more than the other. Now, they changed it, so it's called the Brotherhood of Demigods initially. That's been changed. So people get the idea. This is actually a real thing. This has been happening in real time, so I don't know why you have a G plus. I guess now they feel the need to yeah, so rip another franchise down the drain. I mean, to be fair, I mean, that might just be nothing, but then I have to go with a man with very low T. I mean, let's see. I don't even know why you would have it. First place. Interesting. Leaky cheese. Interesting. Leaky cheese is the one. Really? Interesting. Isn't leaky cheese the one? I mean, technically. See, now they're saying all these people. I'm pretty sure, right? So yeah, I mean, it's basically going to come for everything. So yeah, they basically got gaslit their entire base, and it's what they did. They decided to do this, and it's going to be very funny. I'm not saying Arch predicted this a long time ago, but other people, we've all called it. If this is how it was going to be shoehorned in, it's going to get shoehorned in. And yeah. Of course, we got this man talking about stuff. He got ratioed so bad the one day. What was it? Let me see. So apparently he had to delete comments from this one again. Now, yeah, 13 comments, so a lot got deleted. Yeah. Only the pretty ones remain. So I agree, both Wokehammer and Chudhammer are pretty stupid. There was a point where he actually called out Asmund, who I watched, and a bunch of others. And then this is him, like, coping, and he's like, I don't have to do this, like, in an hour. I mean, see, this is Mikey's chat now. See, he quotes the see, Mikey's whole thing is, what's funny I notice about certain people is he's fully embraced stuff. Like, he says there's a far right pipeline kind of thing. It's really funny coming from a British person. I guess all people who are in Shudhammer are incels. I guess. I mean, it's... I mean... But he's fully, like, embraced the, like, realm. Like, he's alone. Like, Valrak touched it. But if you're talking about a pipeline, right? This chat's not even available. So he had to edit his stream. But he's very much the type here. I mean, I guess he's still getting donations. He's been playing the game, right? He's been doing this to kink shame as people now. See, so I mean, he's purifying his audience, right? So I mean, I'm not going to bail on this too hard. He does it. Let's see. Yep. Let's see. I mean, Arch's stream on it. Major Kill weighed on it. He accepted it. Now, this is the weird thing when you know you screwed up. Basically. The Pontus. Here's Mr. H reviews. Yellow flag. Really? That's funny. So the allegation right now, I know it's exciting because I. So I guess the idea is GW forced them. Oof. So yeah, no, this is getting mainstream coverage, and yeah, this is definitely not good, and I don't think people are going to actually abandon them, but they are basically, it's an interesting perspective. By the way, this man. Yes. Bear in mind, this man is 32 years old, and he's as bald as a cue ball. And he's a confirmed. He is a confirmed tourist. He's a classical hobbyist. And this is really bad, by the way. It's like when he responded to me. Like, I was hoping he would show up, but he basically is like, but this is lore now. Let's see. So it's words of wisdom, right? I mean, the cursed genetics you have, by the way. It's like, people show your evidence. Also, he's 32 and he's already graying in his beard and he's bald as shit. And he already has bottle rim thick glasses. Yeah, this dude's cursed. Mm-hmm. Yep. So this is a lovely little man. Yep. Yep. Of course not. Why? Because it's not in the lore. Oh, this is good, by the way. So the difference between custodians and Astartes, which are space marines, is Astartes are created from a gene seed of one of the Primarchs they come from. Now, in reality, Custodes were created first by the gene craft of the Emperor. And they were never men. It was only noble sons of Terra. Okay. That's the official lore if you see on the wiki and everywhere else. And this is a man defending shit. Now, I think it's rather funny. I mean, his docile tone. He calls himself the terminally online leftist. And his comment section, at least he's not deleting stuff. Wow, his deviant art. Interesting. So he's a weeb. Hold on. Oh. So, yeah, there's only like 10,000 of them, actually. So he goes, they can't be men or women, kind of thing. Because it doesn't even make sense. You're already transhuman at that point. By transhuman, I mean the gene science of whatever creates them. They're just that. And he goes, there's nothing in the lore, says the tourist who's taken 5 months to paint a small number of orcs. And who said he might own and buy the codex. People say, you need to just cope with that. No, they don't. GW sucks at progressing the story. 8th edition was the first time they progressed the story. They retconned the 13th Black Crusade not to be a failure, and then gave us the Secretix Maledictum. Oh god, the one time I say it wrong. Secretix Maledictum, which is basically the Great Rift across the galaxy. Now, and Abaddon has not failed for 10,000 years in Crusades. All he was doing was weakening the bonds of reality. Then cracking Cadia, which was done in 3 novels. Yeah. You can imagine it's going down pretty badly. And they want to move a story forward. Now, this would make sense if GW hasn't said there's always been female custodians. Then someone went back and tried to find it. So his coping's really funny. They would sell out. So his concept is you are beholden to the stockholders, which they are. Right. They're beholden to. Does that stop them from making a stupid decision? No. I think GW is like WotC. WotC made this mistake years ago. Magic is rather resilient. To a degree. Well, best I put this nicely. It is the worst company run by leftists from Renton, Washington, but its entire player base is mostly conservatives. Now, most people are shitting on the Custodes Codex because it is one of the worst ones in a very long time. Now, I think it's rather funny that, yeah, I like to see decades, right? I don't know if half these people don't know or they're just piling on him. I mean, it's fine. You can blame BlackRock and Vanguard. That's just a weird cope. It's a very, very weird cope. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, uh, I'm just gonna say, I mean, I, I don't know how this one guy is like. That's where I checked his stuff, by the way. I get to that. This is what I said while looking at his community page. And the whole thing, a lot of this going mainstream is mean. Like, I'm not trying to be mean to the dude. Like, here's another one. Predictable. The only leftist turn to one is authority figures saying was true as that. And then, oh yeah, hate women. Yeah, bro. Like, I bet this man gets stripped the pussy. I bet it. I bet he does, bros. I bet he does. With that gray beard, yeah. It looks like a. He reminds me of a brony back in the day. I mean, I see. This is the problem. Like, the dude's getting a lot of traction for this, but it's probably not for the good reasons. Like, he's responding, but let's be clear. This isn't looking good. I mean, a lot of people, this is really like just. I guess 10th edition doesn't need this. Even I have like been holding off buying stuff in 10th edition. Like more magic decks and such. But it's like people like this think it's fine. Oh, but before I forget though, yeah, unless you want to avoid the average age, right, of your card game, like Yu-Gi-Oh is creeping up into like the 20s. Magic's like 30. That's what I tried to explain to Mikey, and that's not a good age bracket, okay? And I'm going to go into this because this story is going to develop kind of a thing. And I mean, I love the whites of his eyes, and he's like, well, I'm saying everything correct. So he uses Chud Hammer, and Purifier Azrael is known for being a very bad gaslighter. He's a very bad example, far example in Chud Hammer. Fine. It's funny he says this, but no, you're not here for it. No, you won't. You're too broke. He is too broke. What's funny is I would gatekeep people like him just for that. I would intentionally table him. That I agree with. Oh, so he goes and checks. He said checks his community tab, right? This is his community tab. Now, see, I don't know. This is what he has. All right. Do you see this? His little paints, his little Marines. Not Marines. These are like, there's a golf rocker. Let me take a look at this a sec. I should have just tabulated this up. Let me see. So he's like a beast snagger war boss. So does beast snagger war boss run? And he calls this an investment. And it's because he goes, I'm just a painter. Now, before I totally wreck his tire shit into his face, of course, I had to like poke at him. It was the 2 new combat patrols, right? Yeah. So let's look. Let's see. Xenos. Xenos army, yes. Orcs, yeah. Like, not even an orc player, boys. He's too brokety broke to fucking own a thing. What we got here? We got a beast snagger wool boss. Let's see. Let me see. That as a beast boss. $40. Beast snagger war boss. Okay, good. Can't even afford broke ass. Can't even afford a. So he bought himself a community. So the golf. Also, he went and found himself the Raka special model. He got himself one of the other. It looks like the Santa Claus one. Bought himself the. Let me see. Beast Snagger. What is the other one? So he buys these little itty bitty models and then says he's in the hobby. And I call this. And look, I'm assuming those are Beast Snagger boys. Let me guess. Those are Beast Snagger boys. Right there. He went and bought himself some Beast Snagger boys. Then some Mega Knobs. I mean, these are the type we're dealing with. I guess. What do we say that? You orc knobs and that. I guess what they says. He's too broke for a stompa, I guess. But yeah, no, let's begin. Let's go. Here's a checklist I go through when I see people do what you do. Are you a casual hobbyist? Hobbyist, casual, or tourist? You look like a casual and a tourist, or just a brand new player. Does the picture look staged or the cleanest hobby desk ever? Check. Nice, small, casual stack. Not even a real pile of shame. It's just a ragtag from a casual. Looks like a brookie. C. Do you say chud hammer? Then spout left hammer. Talking points. Gotta reiterate my point. It says Cope and Seed made the cannon. And I call out his thing. And I go, see you around, tourist. Yes. Because I think a lot of these people, right, they get into the hobby. Like, I have to state this if I rag on this man too bad. If he's a casual painter, fine. So it's like, you know, and I do, and I have my magic decks are when I build them are more than that. I mean, I just paint for fun, and you shouldn't put yourself on a timetable for your hobbies. I have others I do for fun too. This is what I do. This is a new thing for me. 5 months to paint this many orcs. Okay, 5 months. And he tries to do whatever. He goes, because coping is literally only thing of us because that's where cuts happen because they change. Therefore, if I wanted to be a dead ward, I would be doing this. So I called his ass out, right? Because on his Twitter, he literally is followed by Cerebus and Hellstorm Wargame. Like, the dude is literally fallen. Like, as I said, that's why I started off with Mikey. Mikey literally got ratioed and lost subs because of the custodian video, which I'm sure will show up. I mean, the thing is, you forget though, a lot of the codexes at 9th have been the 10th, from 9th to 10th is very different. Like, he probably won't respond, just like he won't show up. This dude is a lost cause, right? He's 32, and I mean, he already looks 50. Dude looks 50 years old. I mean, does the dude have anything on his Patreon? Man, he makes $50 a month, bruh. So someone, wow, it pays 50. What was his link tree look like? Oh, bro, what do you bet? I wonder what his shit. Look at that. Man, look at that. Intellion's a cat. Yeah, I'll be honest, boys. I'm pretty sure. Let's see how active his subreddit is. Interesting. It's him. It's literally a dead subreddit. I mean, I'm sorry, right? Like, you try to hang on to this. It's like, it's the same energy. It's very depressing. It's like Mr. Rogers, right? I mean, get it though. You know, like he hides his thing. I mean, it's cool. I mean, to be fair, he has probably an interactive base. I mean, eh, 10%. Eh. Yeah, this is gonna be married. I'll probably get into it, right? It's like, it's interesting. Like, he doesn't really, I think, get any traction. Like, I wonder. Like, I literally wonder here. Does he even get anything? It'd be fun. What do you bet his Discord's dead? Mm. Mm. It's probably a dead Discord. It's probably a dead Discord. So I'd love to talk to a person like this. I highly doubt this man knows what a local game store is. Let's see. This is what people like him don't get. You care about it. Yeah. This is the other thing, too. I have to ask, right? Hmm. So this is interesting. Hypothetically, what if he dabbled himself? Hmm. This is interesting. See, the idea of Warhammer, right, is they're weird. They're like these people that you need to progress a story, but you need to do it right. Yes, basically they progressed after the Secret Maledictum. They basically progressed the story so fast. The Great Crusade took 200 years. Then there was some other lore that dropped and said that the Golden Throne was failing. That's been thrown casually by the website in 200 years. Oh, and then they redid the Dominus Crusade down from 200 years, which is the one big crusade Gilliman launched, down to 12. Yeah. This poor man, but I am going to be looking into basically Wokehammer because a lot of these people are very interesting. Yeah, I could pick off low hanging fruit. I mean, and this whole thing of he acts like we wouldn't play people like him in a store. And if this man comes back and sees this, I'm not too irritated with him. It's just I think he has too much soy in his body. Like he doesn't get it apparently. You just don't go in. Retcon 30 years of lore. I mean, everyone's like, because I'm not even too serious yet. I mean, he's as bald as I mean, I'm sure there's a radar dish that could come off his head. But these people exist in the hobby now for that side. Like, I've suspended buying certain parts of 10th edition. Like, focusing on other matters. I have to work on streaming, some gaming, and it just, man's like, he can't even sit down and paint his fucking orcs. Come on. Paint your orcs, bros. Paint your orcs. Show us something you're interested in. Loves progression. Yo, he loves change. I want to know why, though, progressives want to be attached to 40k, knowing it's a very it's not. It's an anti-progressive setting. So this is the argument that's very interesting he makes, and this is what I would ask him about it. He thinks Chudhammer people, no one would be civil with it. I highly doubt this man has stepped foot into a store, right? What was his others, man? He's like Lord Malice, actually. I. Hmm. Let's see. These people that go Shudhammer. How old do you think this man is? Young, and he just creates an account. I bet he's fat and the size of a house. Nah, he's just fat. All these people look the same. They all look bitter, angry. You know? It's not, and this is the thing, it's not about the hobby with them. It's always about their identity. It's all about their identity. Okay? Interesting. It's all about the cringe. It's about that. Do you think these people actually live? Like, I mean, I don't get it with these people. Like, he doesn't get it. I mean, it's funny, but not gonna do it. One day I'm gonna have to get into this right here, right? Cerebus stuff. Like, Cerebus is like, I'm gonna be honest, right? This dude is just, well, Mark Kern, right? He's talked about. And this man believes Gamergate 2.0 exists. I mean, can we oh, we own the Torty. I couldn't have guessed that. I would have thought it was more something different. But I don't know. I'm probably going to do an exploration. Look at this. I love this because this isn't true. This isn't true at all. Like, you can always figure, right? Oh, God. But yes. Now, I will say, right, he basically is just a... I don't know. I will actually, in conclusion, right? Because this is the whole thing. If people actually see this, right? Because this is a test waters. Ugh. This is a test water for female space marines. Now, let's go to the more normal. Let's see. See, more people are irritated. I think it was like, see. See, Valrak doesn't delete his comments. I don't want to get in the whole muscle mommy fetish, but I'm just going to say this. Custodians are like 9 feet tall. You think Space Marines are big, you should see them. And I'm going to go back and say it. Why do progressives want to be attached to this hobby? I will never understand. I mean, Valrek has been trying to play this safe for a while. And gotta understand, this is not going down well. Custodians aren't the cheapest army either, by the way. Considering how much Forge World you have to buy. A lot of Forge World. Some is normal, some isn't. And you pray that the Codex is fine. Oh, and also the Codex is probably going to get retconned day one. So, now the big thing is saying DEI BlackRock. I mean, that's an easy thing. Like, I'm just going to say this. That is not a good excuse. The issue, right, is I'm assuming one's under partner and another. You got to understand. A lot of this has been in the lore for a while. This is your norm, right? So, I don't know. What does... You know you have screw. I mean, but this is shoehorned in. Interesting. Asmongold has the right take. That's a rare W. I need to watch this video. But the Pontus or Danny Fortuna has a really good take on this. It's not possible. I'm just going to say, I'll probably go back over and I'm going to have to look into this more. Might do a part 2. A lot of us have seen it. I'm assuming that you have Yep. So this is going to be very interesting on how this falls apart. And I'll leave it at that. And that's maybe not the most interesting. I was really hoping he would show up. It makes no sense, really. You gotta understand. Because this is a very developing story, and I actually might just. I mean, you don't gaslight your fan base. I mean, maybe before the age of the internet, you could get rid of it. Now you're not going to get rid of it. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, I may do a follow up to this. I may have to see if somebody. Because this is really interesting. Because you got Emperor's Children coming up in the Codex. This is going to be an edition. I mean, 10th edition is really hit or miss. And I'm going to say this. I'm not saying it's entirely impossible, but we're talking. It is that. See, this is Danny Fortuna. Here. Very good on lore, very smarter than me, and I'm like, one of the end. I mean, to be fair, I guess. Hold on, before I forget to, what is that? Of course he likes Muscle Mommy. Uh-huh. Interesting. I mean, the worst part is this is getting mainstream. This is actually going to not be good. We're literally, and this is partly why I don't like hobbies going mainstream. Hobbies that go mainstream, this is inevitable. And it's one of the absolute worst you can ever see. And if you had hopes for Amazon and 40k, oh god, that's not gonna work. It's not going to work. I suspect, and I feel bad almost for Henry Cavill at this point. Like, it's going to be bad because this is where you're going to start to see the fall of GW. Worst, officially. I'm pretty sure they're going to do something. It's a test water, right? It's test waters. Mikey doesn't care. Bricky has it, but these opinions are there, right? It's really mixed. I guess some can say Amazon. I'll have to look into it and see if Amazon really said it, because that's a grain. I have to take that with a grain of salt. But it's going to be funny though, because if Henry Cavill's faction is custodians, so yep, it's gonna suck. Oh yeah, they had a Daily Mail article. Ah, someone just showed up. But I'm about to get off on this, so unless it's who I think it is. And if it is you, my balded, soy-cucked friend, you should just want to come on. It would have been a lovely conversation. Seriously. But your bad faith, Mr. Online leftist. But good luck defending the ashes of your burnt down company, though. Because basically that's all that's going to be left is what's going to happen. And the fact alone, you've made it to the that's wonderful. Oh, it's you, Romeo. Nice to see you. It's you. Yeah, it's short. I was hoping. But yeah, no, I'm going to do a part 2 on this because I need to see what the fallout is. This is going to be interesting, right? Because this is very much the case of... This is not going to look good for Henry Cavill because he worked on, I think this is like the 3rd franchise. I know 2nd because he worked on Witcher and then this one. Yeah, you need to stay away. Shed Logic is doing New Vegas playthrough. Good God. Wow. Kretosis does his thing. So tomorrow I should have something either with Gray or it's going to be with Renowned. I just don't know what day. Now, the thing about this is it's going to be a very interesting, this story is going to grow. It's going to be curious what the fallout of it actually is, because if the fallout, to be fair, is what I think, I mean, we'll see. I mean, this is to test the water for female space marines. And I believe half the YouTubers have already failed their test. Now, what's worse is Henry Cavill pecked the wrong horse again. So, I don't know. And there is no hopes. Oh, but it might be tonight. What is it? Tomorrow, doesn't it? Yeah. I gotta go sleep, though. No. Ugh. But yeah, no. The idea of what Warhammer does, it's like them painting Pride Marines. They'll probably be able to either do that another day or so. Because it does concern. But it does surprise me that that one person who's after Renowned spends like $300 on Warhammer. Sakes. But I will be asleep. But yeah, it's an interesting story. You're welcome to look into it. See, Romeo, you should look into it. It's pretty funny as well. Long story short, it's like the lore, like even GW gaslit. So it's gonna be fun. I may actually have to just... Apparently they announced Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Yeah, basically the thing is, it's all been an all-male lore, and then GW basically gaslit their fans and said they've been here the entire time. Yep. It's interesting. Yep. And 30 years plus of lore. And it's interesting the franchise broke before the fans. To be fair, it was a Twitter person, okay? It's their marketer who did it. You should go read the responses, Romeo. It's good. It's great. It's wonderful. But I don't know. I might stream a game tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. But I have something with Renowned. I know Gray was supposed to get back to me, but Gray does Gray things. But I have to go do something outside. I explained this to you a little bit in Romeo, but yep. This is a primer. I'm going to have to get into this Warhammer. Warhammer is trying to grow because it's the hobby trying to hit the mainstream. And the mythical wider audience. I mean, does the mythical wider audience have $700 or $400 to spend on an army? Well, Gray is Gray, but Gray does take a break. But I don't expect it. Yep. But I'll fill you in later, Romeo. But I'm going to go into Warhammer one day. Because the other thing is Cerebus XT is... Now, I will say, let's say the benefit of the doubt. This was the marketing team. But I don't buy it's just the marketing team. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the marching orders come from up high. They're there. The books and everybody else, to give you an idea, whoever watches this, the idea is GW used to maintain a high control. It used to be like you wouldn't see it. There's a lot of members in the design team that don't want to do it. They're actually blocking people as well, or hiding the tweets. Now, if you're going to go for a mythical wider audience, I don't know who in the mythical wider audience has the money to spend on the game. Especially when you're like the terminally online leftist. I have to show this to you, Romeo. He is interesting. He's 32 years old. I want you to understand, he's 32 years old. This is what a 32-year-old man with low T looks like. Okay? This is what a 32-year-old man with low T looks like in Hovscopium. He looks like he's 40. And he does the typical leftist thing, too. That man is as bold as I bet he could power his house by putting a radar dish on his head. And he has the most monotoned voice I've ever seen. And the worst arguments I have ever seen. And this is his investment in the hobby, by the way. He said, because you can farm it, we must suffer in the lore for it. This is his investment in the hobby. Right here. Ari, you're not part of the hobby. Post you me, tourist, jackass. My magic deck, between that and a portion of my army, is more than this shit. $60 in models, boys. That doesn't even cover the land base of the last deck I built. And this man wants to talk like I'm invested in the hobby. Yeah, boy. Get out of here, tourist. And he said I thought I called it's the reason I called him a casual. And by the way, this was 5 months of progress right here. Look. Sure, you would notice his beard. He also looks like he's 40. That man is gonna age like a Jesus. What kind of genetics do you think that man has? But I've actually not slept all the day. How I am going is a question I end to myself, but I'm also still trying to search for my cat. So, but I'll hit you up later, Romeo. And tomorrow I have a thing for everyone else. Don't harass the poor man. You can look into this. This is a developing story. The codex hasn't fully shipped yet. But it's in the lore, and it's just... We'll see if GW runs with it. I mean, this is the moment. This is the thing. This is the exact moment. I'm gonna watch it. This is gonna be that moment. I could be wrong, but it is. They have slipped. But this is also right before the Amazon show too. Now I have to do some research, but give or take, before I say anything else on that part, because I'm not going to go into wild conspiracy theories. But I mean, it's very coincidence. Vanguard and BlackRock both have investment in them. Like, it's like 22%. But then again, it comes down to the only people holding the lore are the old heads left. I mean, this wouldn't be the first time they burned down the lore. Like, if they wanted to do female Marines, go to Sigmar. Age of Sigmar has Sigmarines, for God's sakes. They're both male and female. Not quite literally, but some are men or some are women, kind of thing. But 40k is very defined. You have female factions all over. But this is going to be a very interesting story as it develops. Like, it's probably going to get buried, forgotten about, then re-brought back up when they try to readdress this at some point. So, yep. But I will be out and probably do a follow-up to this, because I'm going to finally have to discuss Warhammer. I'm going to see if I can get Gray in on this. Because these people are very unique, by the way. Because, see, Romeo, you're going to pick your brain on that. Why would people who are supposedly humanitarians and progressives want to latch themselves to 40k? Okay. There's always war and death. And then you get the weirdos who do self-insertion. They must see themselves in the characters they play. Immersion is that deep for them. That's fine. You want to see yourself as a little guardsman eaten by the tyrannid? That's on you. But we're beginning to see the death of escapism. People have thought that 40k in both Magic, I guess Magic in a way has survived. Luckily, 40k probably won't. I mean, to be fair, it's still propped up by old men or people with money. It's either neckbeards who are about a candy bar away from diabetes. I mean, the other champion is Mikey. That dude's gotten fatter over the years. I'm just like, God sakes. My dude, you're a neckbeard. You've gotten fatter and you're basically a Reese's Pieces away from a stroke. Stop it. You need help. And the whole thing is he doubles down on Arch. I mean, it's fine. But his whole thing is 40k at the end of the day is a game. And he only looks at it from a game perspective. The leftist guy, his take is pretty much, we have to accept it. GW said it. A person on Twitter said it. So, yeah, when I'm more awake and I'll do more research. Me? Yes, Romeo, I'm a healthy weight. I'm not super obese, dude. I'm not a cow. There's a difference between having such high blood pressure, you're fatter than a thing. You know what I mean? You gotta understand, right? I don't take up 3/4 of a camera, my dude. I don't take up 3/4 of a camera. You know? For the record, this is Mikey. This is Mikey from Hellstorm. You see how fat he is? This, my friend, is fat. He was not this fat pre-COVID. Just for the... This is the one where his girlfriend was like the hairstyle, right? He's basically a male feminist. Now, hypothetically, let's be fair and let's be kind. Let's be kind. Let's go back to... See, he's pissed off because he took an L on the female Space Marines. Now, not to pick on her, this is in this thumbnail is his girlfriend. See, that's his girlfriend. There you go. That's his girlfriend. He's not whipped at all, by the way. She's also a Swiftie, just for the record. See, he took a massive L on what was it? His female Space Marines. That's where he took a massive L. These are his thumbnails, by the way. He needs to, really. I'm trying to be charitable to him. I really am trying to be charitable to him. to be fair, he's probably been a little bit at the same size for many years. Let's go back a couple of years. COVID wasn't good to him, as many people. He's only like in his 20s, by the way. Just for that. Let's see. Let's go a year ago. He looks healthier a year ago. This was him a year ago. Dorky hairstyle, yes. He looked better. Looked a lot better. Yes. He looks worse. He looked a lot better. So did she, by the way. So did she. See, she used to, no? This is back before she kind of became a raging, like, I'd be mean to him. See, he looked healthier a year ago. Like, he literally, I think, seriously, if he is 30, I would be a little over 30. I would be shocked. He's probably in his 30s by now. Ah, God. Look, he looks a lot healthier. Go back about 3 years. I mean, it's not even the camera that adds like 10 pounds. Like, you go back. I mean, Romeo, I've never showed you, man. Like, this is his crap. You know what I mean? What is it? Let me see, because what really fucked him up. Let's see. Like, something about it, like call it bags under his eyes or whatever. Where is that? His female space marine video got him in trouble. When was that? Oh, God. So bad. What is that? See, he did his courtesy female space marine video. I wonder if it's even still up. Did he take it down? See, he's like, we don't get women in space marines. I wonder if he actually got rid of it. See, this is a funny thing. 10 months ago, by the way, he had the whole thing of war gamers are Nazis, by the way. See, this is the big thing here. A lot of these people who are like in Warhammer are anti-fans. That's actually what they are. Because this is when so what, 3 months ago? So what? We're talking about 3. Yeah, we're talking like 3 months ago, right? 3 months? Hold on. I don't think this is up. I don't think this. Here you go. This is the last stream I watched of his, where his fucking girlfriend came in and lectured me. Nice. I don't know who else is here. Yeah, I was gonna get off. Probably some random. Yeah, so he's been the big one. Like, his stance, right, is... it's probably somebody else. He just shows, they show. I don't think it's that typical leftist guy. Terminally online leftoid. It's too NPC to come on. So this was his stream, right? This is my last I was here. I already exposed him. Oh. So I showed him. Hasbro, just to give you an idea, was downgraded. This is the last time I watched his shit. Really. They've had 2 layoffs this last year. Because this is my product. I said in 24. Yeah, he got this. His girlfriend, the image, right? His girlfriend lecturing. Like, he tried to actually say, and this is what's funny. God, I wish I could find the timestamp of this. Like, his girlfriend came in, and this was funny because this is a man who doesn't so he says, right? They have 1,000 faces, right? He is still bitter from this stream. Apparently, because he referenced this. See, I have to go back and timestamp this. I'm not blocked. I'm not subbed to him no more. But I'd have to show it because I did my thing on this, and you can find a video on my channel when I deal with this guy. He was one of the biggest, like, Warhammer people in a space. His views taint. Hold on. Oh, God, I wish I could find the image. Oh, it's so bad. There's an image. Dagnall's bad, too. This is a bad stream. If Magic has only grown, right? See, this is a man who actually does stuff. Because there's an image here, and God, this is one of them. It's worth 1,000 words. See, 30. This man is like, hold on. No, you have to understand, he's been a big champion of stuff. He got really mad that there was a rainbow things. Here we go. Here we are, about that mark. I wish I could show you this. This is the funniest part. Three months. Got the. I'll have to go back and repull this. So he's a firm leftist. Like, I'll probably go into him more. I know I can't show you anything. I'm not going to redredge this thing up. I'm not going to redredge this up, Vincent. I'm talking about Wokehammer. Wokehammer people. I'll be right back. Now you guys show up. I'll be right back. Wokehammer people are very funny because they don't know anything about this. Hold on. So. Let me see. Oh, now everyone's streams on. So, okay. I'd have to re-download this and play it, and it ain't worth it because I'd have to go back through one of my old videos. So I'm talking about Wokehammer people. The thing they're dying over is the introduction of the female custodians. Now, here's the thing about Hellstar Wargaming, right? He has a history of it. I really don't wish to relitigate having to listen to his Karen of a wife who talks about people doing Karen. It's one of the worst I have ever seen here. Like, this is. I was done with him after this. 10 months ago, he just had basically fucked. People don't get it. Geo's her. If you don't hear audio, this is her. Because this was her. If you see CC, you'll hear it. Because I use Firefox. I read it for people if they don't. I have to re-download this, and this would be a hell of a thing. He knows he's clickbaiting. I want you to see that look of shame. This is what got him in trouble, by the way. If you read that dialogue, there's a section of that dialogue, right, that oh yeah, I stopped watching this man this day. I had been subbed to him for a great many years. And he's gotten worse, by the way. So the big controversy, now that there's 4 here, you get it, is, that's what I was going to ask Gray, but Gray is the whole thing. They decided to introduce female custodians into the new lore. For the custodians. Then GW doubled down. They said they've always been here. They gaslighted their people. Now, in reality, thank you, Kat, for walking in front. Yeah. You know what? I need to try Opera. I might try Opera one day. I find it easier to download clips than some. But the thing about this, right, is one thing. They've always wanted to go mainstream. Okay? But you're going mainstream for the wrong reason. Okay? See, you got Shad on your back now. You got yellow. You got yellow flesh. It's led to... See, I finally say it. People want basically muscle mommies, all right? And then the worst part is they're blocking people on their Twitter. So, I don't know if Gray was around. We'll bring him on to say it. Because it's an interesting thing when you're dealing with, like, you're dealing with this Twitter drama was really, really good. Excuse me. Let's see. GW official. GW what? This is GW official, yes? No. Damn it, I had it. GW Warhammer official is what I need to find. Let me see. Warhammer official. There you go. Warhammer official. There we are. Warhammer official, as it is known. Oh, I think it's more funny when they. Here you are. This is it. Here's a post. Green or gold? Why'd you make female custodians? First time since that, and this is their marketing team or one of their lore team. Since the first of the 10,000 were created, there has always been female custodians. Let the hell commence. Not only do you get caught making a falsehood, someone used the official account, they double down. Ignore the fact that it's the worst codex, one of the worst downgraded codex. Hello, Lucifer. What do you know about this? Do you know about this, Lucifer? Nice to see you. You know of this, right? They literally gaslit people. And this is on top of a bad codex where they nerfed the custodians. And now they have gone mainstream. And this is the lore, the official lore. Sons of the thing, right? Sons here. They were caught gaslighting. 30 plus years of lore, 3 codexes plus, and then they do this. True. That is funny, by the way. Doberman, that is funny. I'd bring you on if you want to. Doberman, if you want to come on for a bit. Be interesting to have your perspective on this. One guy is literally like, GW would not make a stupid mistake to do this. Oh, they did. And now everyone is to accept it. And shortly followed by a stock price drop here of like 69 cents. Sure. Pretty good. I think I have you. Hold on. I will. Pretty fun. That's what you say. It's pretty funny. No, I messaged it to you. There you are. There you go, Finch. I think you'll behave. Yep. This is the funny thing about this. I sent it, so you're good. This has actually been good. I should have started it before. But apparently, by the way. Kingdom Come Deliverance is a thing. Apparently, Kingdom Come Deliverance is a thing. Mm-hmm. So what is your take on this, Doberman?
It's so silly. And I kind of like the people spurting out, like all the tourists that I've been seeing on Twitter going, well, why do you have to have all male custodians? Why does it have to be that way? Or why are you so sexist? And then just see people spurting out. It is great.
Is it the spurting out or is it the actual lore breaking?
See, most of the female players that I know that I talk to like a lot, like virtually every day, they think it's so dumb. Like, and even Drinker just posted what's her name, Miss or Conrad Curse's wife, Miss Curse, her what's it called, comment to GW on Twitter. They're like, yeah, girls hate it. This is stupid. Stop pandering. We already have lots of girls.
Did you see they were blocking people?
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm going to check right now and see if I'm blocked.
No, they blocked apparently a few. They blocked that female player who said she what was it? They said she blocked her. Oh yeah. Oh. I was hoping somebody else, right? So part of the thing, if you saw it earlier, Doberman, Hellstorm Wargaming is a very interesting person. He's basically being cucked over by his girlfriend. See, they're going to pretty much marginalize. It's pretty awful. They were pretty much getting ratioed by their own stuff. This is all the same thread. There's literally 4,000 comments on this.
Of course.
Oh, and they're now saying, as Warhammer fans, we have to accept this. Ducopium.
Well, yeah, that's one of the things that Luton brought up in his new video about this. Is the lore is always changing, and the lore is so nebulous. It's like it's living in the warp. That you think something's true, but really is it? There's so many contradictory things that are going on in Warhammer, like in the lore and in the
except
book
for the main events.
Yeah. Yeah, it's silly, but I'm really enjoying it. Like, you can
I know
see
you would be.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I'm like all of my friends who are Warhammer fanatics. They're loving this.
They're just coming off too. They should be really careful. They're coming off. 10th edition is not going down for them very well.
No, I think people might just throw it away and just pretend like it doesn't exist. Like, like the sequel trilogy for Star Wars. It's just fan fiction.
But they put it into the codex, so that's going to be hard to retcon out.
Yeah, I know, that's true.
But the thing is, there's a difference between marketing and... Okay. Let me throw them a bone. Let me throw this bone out here. Does the marketing team... There used to be a thing. The marketing team would act without the approval of heads at GW. Basically, they're marketing and sales. Like, do you remember anything about Cursed City?
No.
Cursed City was supposed to be a limited run. Then they said Cursed City would be print to order. There would be another printing. Then they sold out of Cursed City. And it never came back. The marketing team said the Cursed City and all the minis attached to it were pretty much gone. Then it took them a while to announce a little bit of a print to run order because their marketing team said it was not a limited product.
Oh, God. Good thing that, you're the communication in the company is working out so well.
Yep, that was during the Cursed City run, and there was a Cursed City shortage. And that was the only place you could get those models.
Ooh, they're good-looking models, too.
Yeah, Cursed City models, and they're still rare to this day.
Oh, yeah, they're cool.
So, it's a little bit weird, right?
Yeah, that is. Ooh, I like them a lot. I might buy them. Oh, my God, $239.
If you could find them.
Yeah.
If you could find them, yes.
Oh, yeah, some of these models look amazing.
Cursed City, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and what's sad is they got Dan Abnett to double down on it too.
Oh, no, not Dan. No, Dan, you were the chosen one. You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them. Oh no.
This is him. Let's see if I can find it. They got Dan Abnett to double down on it.
Of all people, the guy who Games Workshop just let say, hey, you write whatever you want.
Don't fuck up, right?
Yeah, just don't fuck it up. Fuck.
Let me see if I can find it. I need to find this because he was doing the Siege of Terra, because this is when he was asked about it. Let me see. He got asked about this, and yeah,
Ooh, he's been going on a blocking spree. Ooh.
I want to see if he did. I need to see if he put something out, because he was asked about something, and he is supposed to be the savior of everything.
Yeah.
Like, I have to go back and find it. It was his tweet about it, about 40k, about he was asked about the FS. He was asked about it. He literally said at one point that I have to go back and see. I wish I could find it, the particular tweet, because it was older. He basically said orders were up from high.
Oh God.
On to actually mess in what could be in the books and not in the books. And he said, yeah, like, it confirms.
That's silly, silly, silly.
And he's supposed to be the savior, by the way. He's supposed to find us. But yeah, no, there's this one guy, too. I was going to show it. I need your opinion of it. I showed it on a little bit. Now, don't crack up too hard. This guy, I was hoping he would show up, but this is his name.
I like how Taylor Swift is one of your first what's it called?
So this is him. He is saying he's 32 years old. Yeah. I'm trying to be nice. He's 32 years old. I'll keep the chat on the... Here you go. I like his delivery. Oh, I got him to out himself.
Oh, am I gone? Did you lose me?
No.
Oh, there we go.
Here?
Okay. Yeah. StreamYard's just being silly for a second.
StreamYard's is special.
Super special, like Olympic special. I wonder when Dan Abnett's gonna finish Beckwin.
That last book is supposed to have a lingering effect too.
Good.
You know what it's going to be.
Yes, I do.
Do you really even want to get into that?
No, we can. I have no problem with that.
No, I mean, fine. Do you know what the implication is if they try to revive the Emperor? bad enough they got the Golden Throne's going to fail in 200 years.
Yeah, well, what's 200 years in this, a series that the time is virtually.
Why do you think they
meaningless.
condensed down the Indominus Crusade?
Yeah, exactly. But see, and that's the other thing with like when all these different stories are all coming together all at the same time, it's weird. It's just
to summarize what he says, right? He goes, he likes it when the story, like his gatekeeping video prior, I guess he doesn't show his by the way, he wouldn't have to pay for it. He needs to put a solar dish on this thing.
Yes, no doubt.
He's 32 and he's already balder than shit.
Hey.
Look,
I'm also bald.
I'm trying to be nice to him because he decided to go. He actually tried to have a conversation. Then he went to the tweets because he goes, my hobby. So he goes, it's only filled, right? I love this. It's a little homoerotic that only men can get his seed.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
He's a leftist.
That's the joke. That's the joke.
But he's not joking.
Because girls are yucky. I miss the Emperor TTS. Oh man.
True.
They would be making fun of that so badly.
So the thing is, right? He goes, you have to accept it because of the reason. Now,
nice comments. He
is getting ratioed into the moon, just under the earth. So what I said to him was, God, even mine got buried down here. He's at least not deleting comments, okay?
Yeah, that's at least, that's good of him.
Unlike Mikey. So what he said to me was like, you can check my thing in my community tab. Do you want to see his investment in the hobby?
Interesting.
He says he's a painter. He says he's just a painter. This took him 5 months.
Oh my god. I would have 4 orc armies done in 5 months. I'm actually gonna buy the next set that's coming out with the custodians and the orcs, just because of that one model that comes with the orcs.
Different boxes.
Yeah.
Or 2 boxes.
Yep.
I don't know why you want no offense.
And I'm gonna paint my orcs pink and light blue and white.
Why do it? Without knowing the rules in the full codex, I would assume, depending on what kind of army you're doing, you're probably going to want beast snaggers anyways.
Yeah.
You're going to go with a kill rig or 2 till they decide to nerf it. But apparently it doesn't have a firing top.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
But it only matters if you don't play. It doesn't have a firing deck, even though it's all firing deck. So he admits that this is his hobby, and I'm like, my deck. So this is the whole thing. I've been trying to not be mean to him. I asked him, this is what you're welcome to read it. Go, here's a checklist. I said, are you a casual? Look how casual a tourist you are. I go, I see that. It goes, see, this is, I just want your opinion if I was too harsh with them. Are they a hobbyist, casual, or tourist? You look like a casual tourist or brand new player. Does the picture look staged or the cleanest hobby desk ever? Check.
Yeah.
And a small casual stack, not even a real pile of shame. It's a ragtag small force from a casual. Sounds and looks like a brokey.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Do they say Chud Hammer and then spout left talking points? Yes. Oh my goodness gracious.
I had to do this to him.
You went a little far on that one, but that's okay. I like that. That's fun. 5 months and oh my god, oh god, I would yeah, I guess that is his pile of shame.
And the exchange isn't bad. It gets to that weird part.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? I go, because what I get it is he says you need to cope and seethe. I'm like, I just literally built a magic deck this year that the land base is more expensive than this shit.
Oh god, I know. Oh man.
Come on, like $60.
I know.
Like,
yeah,
this is like fuck, maybe 100. I just built an Atraxa Commander. I just started on my second Atraxa Commander, the Storm variant. Yeah, you can guess how much. That's more.
Yeah. Yeah, and my my vampire commander deck. All my land.
If you're going Edgar Markov, it's not.
Of course.
Oh, you're going to that one. No, it's not a humble brag. Like, he eventually goes. It goes. This is what he said. Like, eventually, because on his Twitter, right, he's followed by Cerberus.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I believe it.
And he retweeted Hellstorm Mikey.
Of course.
On a Chud Hamber bingo that Mikey got ratioed. Now, he accused me of saying, this is what he said to me. If you could see it. Right here. He has yet to reply. Because it's coping is literally the only option for any of us have when retcons happen. None of us work at GW. None of them are on the writing team or the lore. So when they change things, that's a done deal. This isn't being an edgelord, but accepting it's out of my hands. And all lore has GW ever produced. Bear in mind, this was just a Twitter handle. I would say being an edgelord is denigrating someone's participation in a hobby space as them is fiscally hindered or limited by their time, suggesting someone else who admitted new can only be a tourist because they aren't using their vacation time to put together minis is pretty edgelord in my opinion. Fortunately, most of it. Sorry.
Shoe on Head follows him and counterpoints.
What?
Yeah. Shoe on Head and counterpoints both follow him.
Fuck my life.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm going through all the people that follow me and him at the same time. And it's like, oh my God, why? Afro Cook, why are you doing this to me?
Lord Metal Man. Lord Metal Man, I know. Man. Do you really have much? You know what's funny about this?
Oh my God, Vosh follows him. Of course, Vosh follows him.
Vosh follows him? Why would Vosh follow him?
I don't know.
What does he do in his video? So he has the ESG video. I like how he tries to be the centrist. He tries to be the centrist.
No. He's. I think it's one of those. Yeah. How are you doing? How are you doing, fellow kids?
I'm not one of the weird leftists, but I collect.
Yeah.
Well, Mikey tried to say Grums doesn't collect Warhammer.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, there was somebody I saw that yesterday. Somebody yesterday was giving Grums shit, and he's like, "You just go away. Go away. You have no idea what you're talking about. You might as well say I've never played a video game before you twit."
Oh, did you see the whole fact that Cerberus got his minis and White Dwarf
stolen?
No, I got him in White Dwarf.
Oh, cool.
He got his gate crashers in there, I guess.
Okay.
Well, you know the deal with Cerberus, right?
No, that's a very loaded thing to say.
You know about Cerberus, don't you?
No, and I don't want to get. I don't want to get into it if it's as crazy as you're probably going to make it out to be.
He does Pride Marines.
Oh, of course. Whatever.
Yes, he does Pride Marines.
Oh my! Oh, and see, and you know what? Yeah, and I'm going through Grums's old stuff over the last few hours, and yeah, a lot of people are coming down on him. Like, you don't even know what you're talking about. You've never played before, and he's like, "You want to see all my boxes? Do you want to see my boxes?
Do you wanna see my unsorted card table behind me that I refuse to? I am just waiting from all my commander decks that I haven't built.
I have a what's it called, a suitcase underneath my bed in my office that is just all commons and all the old stuff that I haven't put into sleeves.
I had
or into booklets.
I'll have Renowned on tomorrow. No, but you know what's funny about this whole custody thing is this is a test run for
Female Space Marines.
Mm-hmm. They have failed.
Well, they've been pushing for. There's been a push for female Space Marines for the last 3 years, and it just keeps. It never comes up and then it just disappears. I think it's being artificially inflated, just to create just get people pissed off, just so it gets a lot of traction on social media.
Well, to say I get it. I'm not saying you can't have female custodies.
No, I want there to be female custodies just so they can fall to chaos every 20 some days.
To be honest,
and,
right?
and they can be and they can do the blood games.
No,
blood games once a month.
No, it wouldn't
blood
work
games.
Because, by the way, the whole concept, right, is if it's custodies, they're modified from infants.
Yep.
But that's pretty much. Someone tried to dig through the lore and said, I think it's in Pillars of Eternity, there was men and women clad in gold. Not thinking the women could be Sisters of Silence, considering it's 50 years into the. And then Mikey was like, "But if there were Sisters of Silence there, wouldn't Sanguinius have been bothered?"
Oh my God! Oh, what? Somebody's grasping. So. Oh, when you're so desperate to find an excuse. So desperate. Wouldn't Sanguinius have a problem with it? Shut up. Oh my God.
Wouldn't Sanguinius have problems with Sisters of Silence being there? People who know lore knows what that means. Sisters of Silence are nulls.
Yep. Yes, they are.
They are blank. And they're supposed to give certain people who have psychic, because it's there's an argument that they have no souls or they nullify psionic powers in there. It's two different kinds.
Yes. Like the difference between Jurgen and a Sisters of Silence is we're talking light years apart. In there's so many.
They're basically the bodyguards of the Emperor. They were brought to the council that what is it when they condemn Magnus the Red?
The council of Nicaea.
Nicaea, yes. There was a whole bunch around Space Wolves.
Yeah, and the Space Wolves took half of them to Prospero during the burning of Prospero.
But they still took a shit ton of casualties.
Yes, they did.
To be fair.
Yeah.
But no, you know what? This whole thing is going to be interesting. Because I'm only doing this because this is, I think, the beginning. Like, I really do.
And then start 3D printing. That's probably what I'll start doing right now.
Did
Is
you
just
not
order
see
from 3D
the?
printers.
Did you not see the guy? And he's like, did you not see his tweet when he tried to tweet and get his like bingo card in?
No.
He was like, yeah, you should have seen my. His tweet with to Mikey was quite literally like, all this would have been filled in the moment if you read my custodian's video. People don't understand how stupid Warhammer people are.
Oh no, yes, I do believe, but they're just so buried, and not a lot of people know that they exist. But boy, they are silly. Like right now, they're having like parties in the streets. I mean, they're having parties in their basements.
Oh yeah, they got something over.
Yep.
See, this was his bingo card, and made it 5 out of 5. I guess it's 10 hours ago. He's like playing some Chudhammer.
Of course.
Bro, and I love how someone in this comment section said, "Yeah, did you know all of them are incels? All of
Oh yes.
and you're gonna use that, and when we have wife and kids."
Yes, exactly.
And I want to say, look at yourself.
Yeah.
By the way, never read Cerberus's.
No, I will not. No, I will not.
Do not.
Nope.
Do not.
Nope.
So Cerberus is a bisexual Frenchman.
Big surprise.
Big surprise.
Big surprise.
He does painting normal, but he's more famous for painting Pride Marines. And that's what made it into the Gate Crashers.
Oh, great. Good for him. Or they. Good for they. I don't want to misgender them.
I'd be mean. I wouldn't have.
Because I would never want to do that. I would never be mean like that.
Look. You gotta understand, right? These people, they're now doing victory laps right now, but did you ignore the crash in the stocks?
Oh, I'm literally looking at Warhammer L's right now, and you can see how much it crashed over the last 2 days. They lost. They went from
God.
Oh, they went down 3.8%.
Yeah, and that's the investors. I think I still literally have a folder here. Like I had a whole folder. I was actually gonna go into them.
Wow. I've never seen a dividend yield that big before for such a small company.
Bro,
that's weird.
You know what's funny? I had some people quite literally. Okay. There was these people. This was back when Mikey did that article. You know the article I'm talking about, right?
Nope.
Let me find that article.
Yes.
Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Warhammer 1. The gate was crashed again. Now they can make the Sisters of Silence canonically trans.
I'll have to remember it. The article is
Games Workshop lost $7 today.
Jesus.
They went from 131 to 123 just today.
That's not good.
No, that is not.
So, the only problem is Arch was blowing Craig's mind in the terms of he's trying to say use Gramsci, and I'm like, oh.
Oh, Gramsci. Oh.
Let me find that one particular article. I have to remember. Like, I had it bookmarked for a while. I was going to have Gray go over it, but Gray's freer now. But no, this article is like good. It's like it was literally the anti-fan article. If you wanted a anti-fan article, you know who reminds me? What it reminds me of? The here we are. I found it. Oh, the funny part about this website. This is the article that was going over. This was the only article that was. You know what's sad about this whole deal? It's like the Templin Institute. You didn't see that one, did you?
No.
Oh, God.
Banish warriors, gender demons for good. Gender demons.
This article is. This article.
How old is this article?
3 months ago. This is the one that got Mikey, like, he lost like 600 normal viewers on his shit for this.
Recruiting new fans and breaking sales records left, right, and center. It still suffers from an old wound that refuses to heal and reopens every few months to go. What toxified blood once again? Oh my God.
This is way long. This is like the ultimate anti-fan article.
Nice, yes. Don't mention the G word.
So yeah, that like the Terminal 9 Leps guy, he's like he likes his thing. I'll link this to you. Read this so you're
Please.
This is awful. So he also says he likes his lore moving forward. I'm just like, do you know the damage that happened with 8th edition? Like they said, we're gonna move the lore forward. We're gonna kill Cadia in like 3 books. Crack Cadia.
No. Remember, do you know what? I get when I play Battlefleet Gothic Armada, I'll replay the beginning of it a few times, but it still makes me sad watching that Blackstone Fortress hit Cadia.
Well, you already know that they're already doing. Look, you already got it, right? So you already know the Emperor's Children Codex is coming. See, I love the cope that these people do. They go, the biggest threat cons was the Indominus Crusade. Yes, because you know there's this big, like, thing. There's supposed to be like a big either Tyranid invasion or something.
Well, yeah.
Either kind. It's supposed to be coming in like 200 years.
Yeah. Like, you know, everything's coming to a head. Like the throne's going to break down. The Tyranid, the huge Tyranid invasion from like the other galaxy is going to be here by then.
Mm-hmm.
And chaos will have to do something about all of that, because without humans, and you know, if the Tyranids actually do something, to like start scouring the galaxy, chaos is going to disappear. So they got to fight against the Tyranids, but
that's actually debatable.
Shadow and the warp.
Does that matter? Like, that's weird? Because technically that could already happen because GW conveniently forgot about the fleet that Cryptman left to fight the orcs and stay in the stalemate that's about like light years from Terra. But you know, it's funny about the tourists that are here. It's like, it is interesting how all these people, he's like, you can look at my pile of shame. I'm just like, see, Valrak did not want to touch the female custodian thing with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, stay away from it. But now it's everyone's asking everyone. So I bet even Henry Cavill is having to tell people.
I
To
feel bad
shut up.
about Henry Cavill because I was going to talk. I'm going to have to do some research when I go over it again. Because apparently Amazon probably either told him, but what is the curse with Henry Cavill and the inability to have a stable? He works on The Witcher, gets cucked by a woman.
Yeah, on the show named after his character, they make it about but we love Ciri and we love Yennefer, but come on, it's called The Witcher. Don't make him a side
Well,
character.
to be fair, he does get ripped apart at the end of the book.
Yes.
Did you forget about that?
No, I did not.
That got retconned.
Of course, they had to retcon it because they needed the games to exist.
Well, see, this is what I was telling him. I was telling that online leftist guy, like, he's like, I go, this is why you don't want your hobbies to go mainstream.
Yes, that's right. Yes, gatekeep, please. Yes.
And we get bad for calling people gatekeeping.
No, gatekeep the crap out of your hobbies. Do it. You know what? And when I started, like, when I really dug into the books, and I was asking Arch, like, which ones do you recommend and stuff like that, he told me, like, in the first couple times we were talking, he's like, okay, no matter what's going on, you talk all the Warhammer people that you'll talk to and you'll get advice from, and you'll learn about stuff and get some 3D printing. Don't tell them how you want it to be. Just accept what's going on and enjoy the hobby for what it is, because there's some people coming into the hobby that just want to change it completely around and then walk away. Like, it's like lighting the house on fire and then walking away saying my work here is done. Really? And that was 2.5 years ago. And it's all coming to fruition right now. And he's like,
I feel like the canary in the
coal mine. Yeah.
All the Arches people, we are on the thing. We are all there.
Yeah. I wonder, I haven't gone on Sargon's or Carl's Twitter lately. I wonder if he's
Sargon
dipping in on this.
It. No, Sargon basically said it finally happened.
Okay. Oh yeah.
He was like, it was going to happen anyways.
Oh yeah, I see that. He even made a video. Oh, on his own channel.
His Twitter videos are a little more brutal.
Oh yeah, because he can get it. Yeah, he can get away with it. Oh god, academic agent. Fuck you.
No, you know what it is in this whole thing, right? What people don't understand about Magic was able to come back from what actually helped Magic come back from the brink. I mean, the lore paid a terrible price, by the way, up until about March of the Machines, or when the invasion of the Phyrexians tried to take over the multiverse again.
Yeah.
Then it went back to grinding hell again. Like when I was mentioning to Mikey didn't understand when I said Hasbro had 2 downgrades in a course of 6 months. Do you know how bad that is?
Yeah, that's really tough. It's tough for any business to have to deal with that. But
I think 22 to 23 in the fall, they had like a 45% drop off in Magic sales.
Oh, brutal!
Like a 40%.
Is that when they? That's when they did the Lord of the Rings cards, right?
It was post that, and then the others. It's like going into 23, there was another layoff too, and that's when he was saying new downgrades happen after. I go, Watsy's not healthy.
No.
They have been. Hasbro's been leaning on it that Hasbro has issues, because I'm going to be very honest. Like, they lost their ass on Car Club Manor.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah,
there's like that set bottomed out. Like, I'll be honest. I think there's supposed to be really good cards in like Thunder Junction, but You cannot sell me on Thunder Junction.
No, me neither.
The Omen Path story, but no.
I got like one more minute before I gotta go.
Oh, but it's good
Gotta
to
get
see.
supper ready.
That's good for you, but we'll have to maybe do it if you ever want to do like a little lore thing. Or
that would be fantastic.
I need to. I
love that.
I do want to discuss the Siege of Terra with you.
Yes, I will do. Yes, anytime you want to do that, I would like to do that. I've been re-going through the books. I reread Saturnine last week, and that's actually one of my favorite books out of the Siege of Terra.
Well, see, I know you have to go cook, but like the idea, because bear in mind, GW was just coming off the End and the Death. That didn't go over well. See, the last Beckwin novel, I think is going to set up the resurrection of the Emperor.
I hope so. I would have thought when the Lion was brought back that they would have.
But I don't think that's. Here's how that timeline's going to play out. Supposedly, the next Loyalist Primarch to come back is going to be, and this is if you take Valrak's Curse, Whispers from the Warp, is going to be Wolf King is coming back.
Oh yeah,
but it's either going to be Khan, so he's supposed to come back in 11th. The end of 10th, they're going to do the Emperor's Children. You know we're going, and you know that means you're going to get Demonic Fulgrim.
Yeah.
That's going to get.
Yeah, okay, I gotta let you go. It was good talking to you again. Thank you very much for having me on your stream.
You take care.
Keep your stick on the ice.
Yes. Well, welcome, guys. This has to be interesting towards the end. But I will let people go. It's about 3 hours. But yeah, tomorrow, if Gray often vanished, I don't know. I have a thing with Renown tomorrow. But I may have to work a new segment in or so. But I will catch people. I don't know what time tomorrow for Renowned. Probably do 2 in the afternoon unless there's other. But I do need to get off and probably. But I will catch people later. For real. It should be an interesting perspective on things. But yeah, Warhammer is a very interesting subject. But it should be tomorrow. I should have something done. Alrighty. I will talk to you later. See people tomorrow. I don't have a time. Just keep up with it. Oh, God. No. Stay.